Hi guys, hello and welcome. And today we have a little bit of a debate, more of a rant of mine. To start, sorry about this. I'm making a movie and I'm one of the actors, and it demands such a disaster. So, um, apart from that, we had really bad news from the DC universe. So at first we had a little bit of hope that whatever was planned by Zack Snyder would continue. Now it's being completely abandoned. Every um, every actor from that universe, apart from Jason Momoa, which will be a couple of months until he's fired, were fired. Um, and that was apparent when they dismissed and fired Henry Cavill. Henry announced that he was returning as Superman about um, about a month ago, more or less, and now he was fired this week. It was confirmed by multiple sources, and those multiple sources were confirmed then by James Gunn and by Henry himself. So, what happened that could cause this? Well, we're going to do a little bit of a deep dive on this, but it was a multitude of reasons, I believe. I'm sure that in the coming months, more data is going to come out concerning what led to this, but so far it's only speculation. But the speculation that I am going to expose to you is based on facts. I really did a really big deep dive on this, and a lot of the reasons are self-implied on certain comments. First and foremost, we're going to deep dive a little bit on that 10-year-old plan that they're making to create now a new DC universe, cinematic universe. I believe that this is a really big mistake. And by big mistake, I do believe that they based their model on what they saw on Disney, specifically James Gunn. And what did they see on Disney? A well-structured, well-organized, a well everything organization. What is on Warner Brothers? Not that. We are still receiving statements from former directors of Warner Brothers concerning this. And it concerns this to a level that is concerning to us fans. They're still coming out with statements like, oh, I would love to write Man of Steel 2, I would love to do this, I would love to do that, oh, this is going to happen, now this is not going to happen. Also, yesterday we received the word that Wonder Woman 3 has been terminated. The project is no longer going to be viable, and quite possibly Gal Gadot was already fired next to Pat Jennings, the director of Wonder Woman 1, 2, and would be of 3. Right now, Warner Brothers has absolutely nothing to offer DC fans. Nothing. They have a dead universe that they announced already that they're going to axe. And they announced it with 4 movies coming out. 4. So what's going to be the appeal of us fans going to those movies, spending our hard-earned money, and going to the cinema? I don't know about you guys on the United States, on the UK, but Here in Portugal, cinema has become almost prohibitive. It's too expensive with all the inflation and everything. Why am I going to spend my money going to movies that I know won't have a sequel, that I know will have no substance, that I know that the cuts will probably be destructive to the movie? Why will we care about Blue Beetle, The Flash, Shazam 2, and Aquaman 2? Why would we care for all these four movies that are still coming out, and they've already said they're not going anywhere with those? So we're going to have half-baked stories based on a universe that no longer exists. So what are we going to do? Just go to the movies to support Warner Brothers? I don't give a shit about Warner Brothers. To me, they're a horrible company run by horrible people, incompetent people. And DC goes right down the same road. It's being ran by idiots. Zaslav, I think his name is Zaslav, I don't know how to pronounce his name, and James Gunn. They're two idiots. And this 10-year-old plan was based on Disney's plan, but Disney has something Warner Brothers doesn't. Forget about organization, forget about all of that. Money. Disney has tons and tons of money. Warner Brothers is going from project to project, hoping they don't flop. And now they have 4 movies that for sure are going to flop. I'm not going to see them in the movies. I'm going to be very blunt. I'm going to rip them off the internet just to protest. I mean, and by ripping off from the internet, I'm going to wait until they are streaming. I'm not going to go to the movies. No way, no how. Forget about that. Well, what's the point of going to the movies with my kids, with my wife, and knowing, yeah, when this is over, this is over. There's not going to be a sequel. There's not going to be a continuation of the story. Not going to be included on the DCEU because it's been hacked. So all projects of Justice League 2, all projects of Man of Steel 2, that's all gone. Never gonna happen again. Everything is over. So right now, we have to wait until they recruit new actors for everything. They're saying there's rumors to integrate Robert Pattinson's Batman on the new cooperative universe, if you want to call it that, or integrated universe, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to say right now, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It isn't. Batman's style is not what is required. Ben Affleck's was. So they are going to have to build a new Batman, build a new Superman, build a new Wonder Woman, and that's not going to be easy, by the way. I don't know if they're going to integrate Blue Beetle or not. I'm not sure if they'll integrate Shazam or not. I'm not sure of anything, actually. And the more information they release, we're going to release a calendar with the movies. That's bullshit. They don't have a cinematic universe. They don't even have the movies written. When Disney announces that the movies are going to come out on those dates, they might postpone it a month or two, but it's for a good reason, to reshots, not to write the movie. So those 10-year-old plan, that doesn't exist. Doesn't exist, won't exist, because they don't have the moolah to finance it. Because it's not like $100 million or $200 million or this or that. It's billions of dollars that they would have to spend making movies, at least two or three per year. And I don't see Warner Brothers having that capability because they don't have investors that will support that kind of money. Now, that's over and done with. It's a question about money. They don't have it. Forget it. Everything James Gunn is going to say, oh, we have the 10-year-old plan, bullshit. He has bullshit. Now, let's see about Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill was fired quite possibly because he wanted a little bit of say on the construction of his character on Man of Steel 2, or even a little bit of say on the storytelling of Man of Steel 2. And James Gunn wants to start having control over DC cinematic universe, and for that he would just say, no, it's me. I'm going to write stuff. I'm going to do stuff. You're just the actor. And he would simply not accept that, and that resulted on him being fired. Quite possibly it was that. Also, they already stated that they wanted a younger Superman. That's bullshit. That's just the lamest, most stupid excuse ever. So forget that. That's bullshit. What are we going to do as fans? I don't know. I'm spent. I was very, very active during Restore the Snyderverse. I was very, very active during the campaign to bring back the Zack Snyder's version of Justice League, and I was even more active during the campaign to bring back the entire universe of Zack Snyder to DC Comics. I'm spent. I'm tired. I'm tired to support two companies that are run by stupid idiots. Okay. First, it was Hamada. He was bottom line helpless and useless and gross and everything. And these two idiots that replaced him, Gunn and Zaslav, I think his name is, and they're both useless as well. They don't understand the fans. They don't care about the fans. They care about the bottom line, the moolah, the money. And they didn't even think about hacking the DCEU before it was remotely completed by these four movies that were coming out. That's something else. That's a certain level of stupid. Yeah, okay. We have no idea what's going on. We have no idea what they're going to call the next Superman movie. What, the Man of Steel, the Superman. I mean, putting the on top of everything will resolve everything. It certainly did with the Suicide Squad, but I digress. Anyways, we had a really strong cadre of people, actors, movie writers, directors that were really employed into this, and we just lost them all. We lost the main one 2 years ago, Zack Snyder, and then in this week we lost them all. And I think Jason Momoa is actually employed by HBO Max to do a series about these Daredevil stunts and exploits. And I think he's holding back a little bit because of that. He needs to fulfill that contract. And I think then it's going to be hell unleashed because he will have words to say. Uh, all of this has been tiring. And I have no more energy for DC Comics. I have no more energy for Warner Brothers. I have no more energy for anything concerning superheroes, let alone Marvel. Uh, and after all, James Cameron could have been right. The superhero genre of movie is already dying. And this week, oh boy, it died. A lot was lost this week, and we gained absolutely nothing with it. And neither did the studios. Warner Brothers, their stocks, their shares on the market, they're worth next to nothing now compared to what they were worth when they announced Superman back. Nothing. It's not rewarding. It's. I have no energy to start a new DC cinematic universe with my kids because I have no trust in this company. I have no trust with James Gunn. I have no trust in any of them because they can hex everything if they start to fail. Marvel had a couple of movies that, in my view, failed. Like the first Ant-Man was pretty boring. And it's not only here that things are beginning to fail. Over on Marvel, they're beginning to fail as well. And me being sort of actor and YouTuber and director as well, which I am, I have no energy to start a new cinematic universe because I have no trust on the product that is going to be announced and played. I have no trust that it will have continuity. I have no trust that it will have substance, character. So, to me, I'm not going to review the coming movies of DC. I can't. Because I would have to slap them all with negative reviews. They could have good performances, they could have good box office numbers. To me, they would fail anyway. Because they belong to a cinematic universe that was hexed over nothing. So, guys, this is my analysis of what was going on this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next video, hopefully with better news about DC, but I'm not holding my breath. So I'll see you on the next movie. I'll see you on the next. Actually, I'll see you on the next video, and yeah, let's hope for the best.